Hey guys, it's Sean with eMinISchool, and we'll start with Apple. So we had a timing video we did over the weekend, last weekend, and if you haven't seen it, it's on our blog, or you can email us if you want to see it, and we break down all the way 2003 to the current price, okay, which was here, saying that there was relevance from the same calculation. We got this high. The same calculation comes in right here. Okay, so at that point, there was a doji, so if we took out the low, okay, on a closing basis, which would be the close of this week, okay, tomorrow, if we are closing below last week's low, okay, we'd be very careful being long Apple. Okay, so I won't recap this whole chart. We'll come over to the Russell. So we've been talking about symmetry on the support side of it. So this move down has taken out symmetry support. Now in this case, 40% is above the zone that we're really looking for. We're really looking for a correction in between 50% and 786. So anytime symmetry is above our main support, it has higher odds of failing. Okay, so and that's the case here, which obviously if we look at a daily chart, right, we wouldn't be long. The bars are red on our indicator. So this would actually be a very good level to not be long, okay? Or if you want to go short, we would consider this counter trend, okay, to the bigger trend. So what we're really looking for, before we get into the corrective symmetry, what we're really looking for, if we go back to this prior high here, let's expand the chart a little bit so we can see it. Okay, so from this high, we come down, okay, we come up. So right here, this leg, okay, is exactly where we're at right here. Okay, we have the first leg down, the pull up, and then we're coming down. Okay, so what we're really looking for to get short is this pattern over here. We want this low to be in, okay, and this bullish wave that fails, okay, in this red bar, that's our true signal to go short. Okay, so the reason we do that is so we don't try to pick each high. Okay, because in real time, every high feels like the high. There's always bad news here. It feels like the end of the world. Same thing here. Okay, so we want to continue with the trend until it's truly broken. And in doing that, we've been rewarded by buying calls, okay, all the way up when, you know, a lot of people have been saying each high, okay, this high, they're all the top. And it's not just the top, it's the top forever, and it's really emotional, and then we make a new high. So we really try to stick to the pattern, okay, so we're looking for a low here, and then it's the pull up over here that if that fails, okay, and gives us a sell signal, then that's really the short that we're looking for. It'll be an easier short than this right here. Okay, trying to pick the high is, even if you do pick the high, the chances of really holding it pretty low because it's pretty choppy up here like it is right now. Okay, so let's go to the Russell and we'll look at the corrective symmetry. So from this high right here, okay, we come down the red lines. Okay, that puts us at a low of 1.870. Okay, so if that symmetry stays true, that puts a target down here, okay, at 689, okay, let's call it 690. So, and in this wave down, there was no wave within it, okay, meaning it didn't come down, pull up, and then come down to here. So what that means is there is odds of this just being one wave down to this low. Okay, so this is an important number. Now, there's a target here as well, okay, above symmetry. So there is a chance we could hold here as well. So when we look at this, we'll come back to, well, let's just look at like this weekly chart. Okay, what symmetry is just the true support and resistance. So you'll see how, or one-to-one moves. So from this high to this corrective low, you'll see how it's very similar here. Okay, very similar here as well. So if we drew the retracement in, found the level or the percentage this was, okay, it's probably true here and here as well. Okay, now most of the time after we have three symmetries that are true, okay, the fourth one goes into a bigger correction, okay, which we get here. Okay, so same thing here. Okay, now this wave was a little bit more all of one. Okay, there was two here, pretty minor, and now we're going into that bigger pullback. So 40% was relevant here. We've already gone through 40%. Okay, so when we look at this, the 40% is pretty minor. Okay, so we're really looking at this and saying, does the corrective symmetry, this 1.87, have relevance to another number, okay, on the support side of it? And if you look, the 1.87 symmetry support, okay, is right on the 618 support. So there's a cluster right here at 694 area on the Russell. Okay, so tomorrow we could actually come down, hit that, okay, and close positive on the day. It could be a very wild reversal where it comes all the way down and comes all the way back up. Okay, so this seems like an easy short, but at some point the direction is clearly down, right? The real question is, where does it end? So based off of what we're looking at, there is confluence right here at the 694 on the Russell. Okay, so just be aware of that. Okay, on the ES we had 78% on this timing bar right here for resistance. Okay, time-wise, and we have 1188 that we're looking for on the ES. Okay, so I won't break it all down, but be aware of that. Symmetry was 39%. Okay, so we have 1188. So tomorrow we're looking for possibly, we really want it to be, the selling to be early morning, really hard, okay, and then come all the way back up. Now, we've already had a big move, so we could just kind of chop around. It is Friday, so there could be that selling too, but you know, I'd be aware of that, and then keep an eye on Apple. A close below 383, okay, puts us down to our lower targets. Our lower target is 205, but we also have a 212 target coming in at February 26, 2012 next year. Now, the market does go down faster than it goes up most of the time, so that low could be hit sooner. Okay, so once we get a couple legs here, then we can start timing it a little bit better. And I got an email because I said on a video that our target on the Dow was 17.5, and that is still true, and that's still there. Okay, now that's a bigger target, so it's really based off of a monthly chart. So it's the same calculation as getting off of this low. So it's a monthly target, meaning on a monthly chart we could pull back to 9,000 before hitting that target. Okay, so everything right here so far is the first correction off the high. Okay, so our true signal to go short is the second. You can take this, and we do, okay, but we just label it counter trend, more aggressive. So we'll see how tomorrow closes, and then we'll do a recap over the weekend.